John Hunter. I'm 53 years old. I've played baseball my whole life up until the time that I had a car accident. That car accident actually fractured a vertebrae in my back. I ended up with a ruptured disc from that. At that point, I thought my life was over. I really did. The pain was so bad. Couldn't walk, couldn't sit, couldn't sleep, couldn't lay down, couldn't do anything. They did open back procedure. I had 27 staples in my back. That seemed to actually help the vast majority of the pain for, I would say, about 7 days. After 7 days, I was back in the same condition that I was in. I searched, I called every doctor in town. I searched the web looking for anything that would actually help. I actually found a doctor in Canada that could actually do a experimental procedure called iDet. I went and had that done. It seemed to help. I was only maybe about 70% of where I was at before. So the only thing it really succeeded in doing was getting rid of the vast majority of the pain. I still wasn't as active as I was beforehand. That was about 7-8 years ago. About 6 years ago, I was in another car accident. I was hit in the driver's doors by a gentleman who was texting and ran a red light. That nearly killed me. I redamaged the L4, L5, and L5S1 discs. Also ended up with a skull fracture. That was extremely devastating. At that point, I couldn't walk. I couldn't work for about 4 or 5 months. It was really a tough time. I searched again for every doctor in town to try and find, somebody that actually could help me. The only thing that they really wanted to do was do a fusion. At the time, I thought I was a little too young to have a fusion, and I didn't know what would be the outcome. I thought there had to be something else that could actually help me. And it was just through happenstance that a friend actually told me about her spouse had surgery at Bonati. So there was no risk, no anything. I figured, what the heck, I'd give them a shot. I called them, they reviewed my MRI, said, yeah, they could help me. So I hopped a plane from Houston and came down to Tampa and showed up at the door, literally crawling almost into the door. And they proceeded to go ahead and say this is what they can do for me. The first surgery was, I had 2 procedures done here. I had a laminotomy on L4, L5, and it eliminated, I would probably say, 75 to 80% of the pain that I was having. The second procedure that Bonati did was a facet joint microablation. At that point, everything was, it's like I got my life back. All the pain, absolutely 100% of it was gone. Before, I couldn't even climb stairs. I couldn't walk. After that, I felt like I could do cartwheels. It was phenomenal. I don't think these people realize what kind of effect they have on people's lives following these procedures. It's literally, I got my life back. I can play baseball again, and have been for the past few years. The only problem that I had with them is they don't have their name out well enough where people can find them. I happen to get it through word of mouth, and it saved my life. It really did.